excuse me, Mr. Roman McIntyre, Todd from RWC News. With the comments that's being made from Tiger this Saturday coming up, do you think that's throwing you off this number one contenders tournament, sir?
First, can I ask a question? How did you even find this? This is like a closed training session. Anyway, here's the thing, man. This Saturday, Tiger versus me. Great match. Tiger's a great competitor. Tiger's a fantastic guy, right? Tiger is the greatest number 2 in RWC. I mean, you know, he went one-on-one with Xander, he came up number 2. He went one-on-one with G Money, he came up number 2. And this Saturday, there's not going to be any different. Caleb, it's you versus me. Your North American Grappling Association World Champion, the most dominant grappler in RWC, versus the Caribbean Kitty Cat. Once again, it'll be me walking out number 1, and you'll always be our favorite number 2.
Ring Wars, Carolina. Gonna show up. We came to show out. We gonna show up. We came to show out. We gonna show up. We came to show out. We gonna show up. We came to show out. We gonna show up. We came to show out. We gonna show up. We came to show out. We gonna show up. We came to show out. It's Ring Wars, filling the drought. Show up and show out. Ring Wars, Carolina. 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 Ring Wars, Carolina.
RWC.
The temperature is hot outside in Spring Lake, North Carolina, but the action is going to be just as hot in the Spring Lake Community Center. The voice of tradition, Jonathan Darwin, joined by the outlaw rock star Stephen Hensley. Stephen, we have an action-packed episode of Ring Wars Carolina BattleGrounds today.
You know, John, for a dishonest son of a gun, truer words you have never spoken. We have singles actions, number 1 contendership, grudge matches, tag team actions, and if that wasn't enough, we have a main event that more than checks the boxes for primetime players. Tell them about, my friend.
Yeah, James Anthony is going to finally try to get that victory over Alex Bryant, True Grit. And special for you fans, and special for me personally, joining us on commentary for the matches this afternoon will be Mr. Kevin Kelly.
You guys are perfect on WWE. You heard on WWE. You heard on Ring of Honor. You heard on AEW. I want you guys to give it up for Mr. Kevin Kelly.
All right, we have one of our 2 potential number 1 contenders coming out right now. Mr. 2-6 Roman McIntyre, grappler, ground and pound guy, defeated Side Effect and James Anthony to get to the finals against Tiger.
And you know, those are two very different athletes to go against. This is a guy who is capable of competing against a guy whose primary weapon is speed, as well as a man whose primary weapon is size and power. Those are two very different fields to go up against.
I'm looking forward to seeing this match on the ground. Let's say beneath the second rope, if you will. If it stays on the mat, for me, it's Roman McIntyre's match to lose. I see a clear advantage for him over Tiger on the ground.
Yeah, Kevin, if Tiger wants to ensure victory, he may have to draw from his aerial experience. I mean, he does have a Taekwondo background as well, but as you look at Roman McIntyre, when you look at the championship around his waist, he's a grappling champion for a reason.
And the thing Steven and I were talking about earlier on is the multifaceted approach that the veteran Tiger brings. This is a wrestler that I have seen before, that I've seen in different zip codes all across the country. And he doesn't seem to age, he only seems to get better each and every time. Steven, we need some of that fountain of youth.
Oh, you're not wrong about that. Every day I wake up and I pray for it. And you know, Tiger's a guy he's founded. He's practically ageless in terms of in-ring ability. And that's his X factor bringing to the table. Yeah, his opponent today, great at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, great at Taekwondo, but Tiger, great at professional wrestling. Decade in, decade out.
So you still give the edge to Roman, though, Steve, like Kevin?
I don't know, man. This one's a coin toss if we're going to call it down the middle here. That's the truth.
Here's another advantage, potentially, for Roman McIntyre. This match is first on the card. That means Roman hasn't had to sit for a couple of hours and watch and hear and feel and get nervous and get tight and then get loose again. But then again, Tiger's a guy, you can roll the ball out. Doesn't matter what time of day, night, anywhere, anytime, any place. He's ready to go.
And speaking of people watching the match, you got to think Xander Keys and C.W. Anderson are near a monitor in the back. They will be facing off next week with the RWC Heavyweight Championship here. Both men sizing each other up now. Tiger with collar elbow tie up. Interesting to see who's going to get the beginning leverage here. Almost balanced at this point.
Balance is so key, gentlemen, as we know. Keep your legs underneath you, keep your head straight above you, waistlock takedown. But the sit out and now into the hammerlock goes Roman McIntyre.
Yeah, but you see Tiger grab that rear waistlock just as quickly, but Roman has it well scouted, delivering the elbows.
Both these guys are going to play it real close to the vest.
Look at this.
And look at the ring positioning of Tiger, center of the ring.
Hooking in that crossface.
McIntyre, though, no dummy, right next to the ropes, and he's out of it.
Another thing we want to take a look at is the chest of Roman McIntyre. Not the damage, but is he sucking wind? Is it going in and out? That's a sign of nerves, not lack of conditioning. He's in top shape.
Yeah.
The pressure can get to you.
Oh yeah, especially if you're potentially become a #1 contender for the top title in North Carolina.
Watch out now on the floor.
I don't know if Tiger got all that in the ring post, but it definitely did the damage to Roman McIntyre.
Well, how much do you really need to get? It's a ring post.
Very, very true, Steve. McIntyre being helped back in by Tiger now. And Tiger with grapevines the leg. Good veteran experience out of Tiger, using every weight he had to press down on the shoulders of Roman McIntyre.
Tiger keeping him in close there.
The clubbing forearms by Tiger. And Tiger knows this might be his last bite at the apple. So getting the #1 contendership is extremely important to him because of all the strong competitors there are for that title.
A lot of guys trying to get in that line. You're not wrong.
Watch out, back flex perhaps.
Not working out, bringing him down for that crossface though. McIntyre though right back to the ropes.
Yeah, good ring awareness by McIntyre.
And talking with Tiger earlier on, he is well aware of the hands of time, as it were. And when you do get later in the game, closer to the finish line than the beginning, you realize those opportunities can be fleeting to get a #1 contendership.
Tiger fighting away on McIntyre, but McIntyre with a knee to the midsection changes the tempo of the match into his favor. Oh, and down goes Tiger.
And you know, the aggression you're seeing from McIntyre right now, part of that, I believe, is frustration. I believe you were right earlier, Kevin. I believe looking at this match, it's not the conditioning that he has to worry about, it's those nerves. He knows he's up there against a guy who's a veteran. Tiger's been hungry since the bell went ding.
Very much so. McIntyre into the corner with the splash now. Looks like McIntyre's feeling where he's at and believes that he's clearly in the driver's seat.
Enjoying his moment right now.
Yeah, Roman McIntyre seems very comfortable. Look at this, 3-quarter Nelson. Roman McIntyre very comfortable in the adversary position here.
And you know, you're right about that. I've never seen a guy who had a pinfall look so technically superb, yet not quite as snug as he could have hooked that, and he does know better.
Yeah, but he's putting that ground game together, Kevin, that you talked about, and keeping it below the second rope.
Look at the way he's triangled here. You want to talk about putting pressure on a rear chin lock. That is perfect. And Tiger quickly getting out of that and delivering the goods.
Yeah, coming off the ropes hard. McIntyre goes down as Tiger goes for a pin again.
2 and a kick out.
And Tiger, he has been incredibly explosive in this match in a way that we haven't quite seen him be for a while. But like you said, so much on the line.
Oh, look at this. First time up to the top. Winner faces Ring Wars Carolina Heavyweight Champ August 3rd.
Oh, no one home, though.
Big miss with the senton.
All right, so now, again, with Tiger beneath the second rope. Roman is in his comfort zone here. Can he put him away? Will Roman McIntyre be the #1 contender?
Belly-to-belly suplex. Nails it in the middle.
That could be it. 2, but a kick out by Tiger. Veteran conditioning on display there. McIntyre needs to stay focused, though, not frustrated.
Easier said than done, but you are right about that.
McIntyre defeating Side Effect James Anthony to qualify for this shot here tonight. And now pouring the pressure on, keeping Tiger grounded.
Tiger trying to roll.
He's going on.
Now he's got a rear naked choke on him.
Piece of heartbeat from a pinfall.
2. Again, the difference between MMA and pro wrestling is the danger of the shoulders. Get it on the mat.
And Tiger, you've got to think he's been scouting for situations like that. He knows who he's in there against. That's McIntyre all the way. He's going to look for a submission at any turn he can go for one.
Mission 2-6 going to try to go for the snap suplex on Tiger and gets it perfectly executed. Keeping it locked in here, continuing. Tiger reverses though.
Good use of his weight. Nails a suplex of his own.
German suplex, tried it earlier, hits it here.
Now Tiger known for hitting 3 German suplexes in a row, but McIntyre knew that was coming.
Turning this thing to his advantage, hopefully. Scum hook, good suplex. Perhaps going for his own trifecta in wrestling. We do like 3s all over the place. Pinfalls and maneuvers.
2. How about that Northern Lights? Perfect plex indeed. And Fisherman suplex gets you that near fall. Well done.
Yeah, and I think, I couldn't tell completely, but I believe McIntyre did try to get his fingers interlaced to get the extra weight on there. Oh, now this is the mistake of a young man. McIntyre needs to focus on his opponent instead.
Well, Tiger not one to let an opportunity go to waste. He suplexed him into the middle of the ring. There's a crossface far from the ropes this time.
Yes, indeed. That's the key to the tap out. The tap out.
Whoa! And Tiger's the new #1 contender.
So Tiger, August 3rd, goes for the title. #1 contender. Who will it be? Will it be Xander Keys, C.W. Anderson?
I tell you what, that one, you talk about toss-ups. Xander Keys 7 months as champion, but he has a tough challenger next week in a veteran of C.W. Anderson.
And regardless of whether, Steven, whether it's Xander Keys or C.W. Anderson, a Tiger chasing that championship is going to be a tough out on August 3rd.
No argument on that one. No argument.
Not at all. And I tell you, Kevin, I know you thought that McIntyre was going to win it with the ground game, but Tiger puts McIntyre straight in the center of the ring, and one that hopefully McIntyre learns from.
Hey, strength against strength, and obviously the veteran, Tiger, got it done.
And you're not going to want to go anywhere because we have Gemstone taking on the absolute truth, Alexander Moss.
Feeling the drought, show up and show wow. Ring Wars, Carolina. RWC.
Big old Gemstone coming out, looking for strong competition in one Alexander Moss. You look at the sourpuss almost on that mug of his.
Well, Gemstone coming out here today to face a guy he's teamed with a number of times in other places. And you want to talk about a guy to bet on. Every single time this man comes out here to compete, I will bet every dollar in my wallet. Anyone here want to take the bet? You feeling froggy?
No, sir.
And Alexander Moss, truly capable performer. I believe any day he can beat anyone. He can become a champion anywhere, except here today. He cannot defeat Gemstone. I don't believe it's going to happen. No disrespect intended.
And I tell you what, these men met once 5 years ago, and Gemstone got the W that day. Moss focusing on that and wants to show that that was a fluke.
Talk about diamonds, you talk about value based around cut and clarity. Young man with a lot of clarity. Alexander Moss, he knows exactly who he is, what he's about, and the challenge that lays before him.
Yeah, Alexander Moss, been all over the Carolina, singles gold, tag team gold. Can make you submit, can pin you. And is today the day that he finally slays that dragon, puts down Gemstone, and avenges the loss of 5 years ago?
You know, you got to be really curious about the headspace of both men involved in this contest. You want to talk about clarity? Let's talk about two guys who are firmly aware, keenly aware of the other one's worth. You don't tag with a man as much as these guys have tagged with each other if you don't know how capable and deadly and competent they are in that ring.
I'd imagine, Steven, it seems to me that a matchup like this is so even on paper, but yet you are willing to give heavy odds favoring Gemstone. It's almost like you got some inside knowledge.
Brother, my inside knowledge is the RWC tape library. Go back and review it, and you will see destruction like you will not see anywhere else.
Can't argue with that. Bell sounds. Here we go.
Yeah, Gemstone, is taking down big men like Onyx. Onyx was the AIWF World Television Champion for over a year. And I got to call that match with Gemstone. Gemstone was taken to the limits in that one. Was victorious, though. Moss is going to have to just stick and move. He's given up a lot of leverage and size.
A lot of aggression in this collar and elbow tie-up. These two men jockeying to establish dominance right now. Good luck to our referee.
The referee trying to get a break in there.
He's also having communication with him, which is good. It wasn't the prying of the arms. Again, the strength of the referee doesn't match these two men.
No.
But sometimes a calm word can force a break. It's amazing.
Or a reminder, you want to win the match or you want to go home right now. The winner's purse is terribly tantalizing.
Very much so. As Gemstone takes down Moss.
High waist lock takedown, floats over into the front face lock.
Nice reversal though by Moss. Got a hold of the wrist there. Great control of the wrist. If you follow amateur wrestling, you know how important control of the wrist is in all situations combative.
Yeah, you grab your opponent by the wrist, you can lead him around the ring, and Moss knows that now, especially the way he's bending those carpal bones back and the tendons in the hand.
It's great seeing so many new fans here, checking out North Carolina first time. The RWC map across is just continuing to expand. Side headlock takeover, nicely done.
Head scissors though. Moss getting out that one quick. Can't blame him. Gem back to the headlock, back to a head scissors. These guys are ready for each other.
Strong words being exchanged now. And we do appreciate the fans in Spring Lake, and those of you watching on YouTube, if you have not already, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to know when new episodes of Ring Wars Carolina drops. Irish whip off the ropes here. Gemstone misses though. Holy mother of Moses.
Nice flying forearm into Gemstone. Ducking that big old forearm by Gem. Hits the drop kick. Gem going to the outside.
So Moss with the quickness, the hops, able to get it done.
Moss coming up and over. Little telegraph, but Moss landed on his feet like a cat.
Great reflexes by Alexander Moss. Going back after Gem, coming off the ropes. Gets caught by Gemstone though. Problem situation, my friend. Lifts him up. Brings him down.
Well, that's a problem solver right there. Man, I'll tell you what, it's amazing to see. Jonathan, when you look at what Gemstone can do, he seems to have every tool that you could want.
Oh yeah, I mean there's a reason this man is one title away from being the first Grand Slam champion in RWC. All he needs is that RWC television championship to complete that victory.
Ironically enough, he's been the AIWF World Television Champion.
Yes. And Gemstone wants 2024 to be his breakout year. He's told me on multiple occasions he wants to continue to rise to the occasion.
Oh, did you hear that turnbuckle crack as Moss's spine collided with the top rope?
Hear it, I felt it.
Stone with a little bit of posing though. Obviously feels he's in control.
And Gemstone just standing on top of him right now. The referee counting to 5. Do we consider that a choke?
I would. All I can think about is the size 14 boot. Oh, there's a choke for you.
That is a choke.
And great scientific use of the ropes by Gemstone, cutting off the airflow.
Scientific use of the ropes. We're going to start this again.
I'm just saying we're constricting the airways, man. It's a lot easier to cut off airflow with the rope than your arm.
Sometimes, listen, sometimes science can be as easy as throwing a rock. Okay? That's forward motion.
This is true.
Coming up empty.
Turns around into Moss. Moss ready for him. Nice body blows to the midsection. Measures him. Gets caught.
Oh!
And Gem with an exploder suplex into the turnbuckles, going for the lateral press. Almost took it.
And look at the way, Jonathan, look at the way he's clutching his left leg.
Yeah, I think his leg came down on the ropes or hit the turnbuckle.
However, it happened very fortuitous if you're the opponent of Alexander Moss.
Gemstone knows how to target a body part. You see, there you go, he's grabbing the knee. Going for the fisherman suplex of his own. Oh, but a 2 count.
Not going to waste any time now.
No, and everything about that was brilliant. The suplex, the hook of the leg there, making him exert pressure to kick out of it with that already injured leg. Master class right now.
Gemstone grabbing the arm, petting it back, opening the chest and the abdominal cavity.
And away from the camera side, drilling that left fist time and time again into that leg. So really affecting Alexander Moss.
Moss getting some separation, some sorely needed separation. But what he does with it from here remains to be seen.
Moss moving a little bit slower now. I don't even know if he can put complete weight on that leg.
Moss nearly stumbling into the referee. He's going to want to get out of the way.
Oh!
Hangs onto the ropes, and that's just enough to send Gemstone down to the mat. Still back on his feet. Moss runs into him with the clothesline.
Moss trying to get the adrenaline flowing. Kevin, you've seen it time and time again. Gentlemen come to life when that adrenaline just starts pumping through your veins.
Again, it doesn't last long. It burns hot and it burns bright. But if you could take advantage of an adrenaline surge, it could change everything in terms of a match. And it's done it right here.
Well, he's going to want to make it happen quick, though. Like you said, that does wear off. And a move like that drop kick with that intensity, you can't imagine that's doing the leg any favors.
Major risk being taken by Moss.
Connects, flush.
But look at that. Moss is limping around.
Yeah, that adrenaline's starting to wear off a little bit. He's accomplished a lot right now, but he has a finite amount of time to capitalize.
Moss saying he wants to go up top. I don't know if he's going to be able to get there that quickly with the bum knee.
Looking for some encouragement from the fans here in Spring Lake as he begins that journey to the top rope.
Moss measuring his opponent. Is this going to be his night, John?
No! Whoa! Roll through, but the knee. Came down on that bum knee, Kevin.
And looking for the press, no.
Moved out of the way of Jem's attempt, though. He's got him hooked up right now. Belly to back side suplex. Going for the hook. Two.
Not able to finish it, but that leg gave way on landing.
No lack of effort there, though. Moss giving this one everything he's got.
Moss going to try again. Picking up all that weight. I don't know if he can. Yeah. That patella is damaged.
Wishful thinking, and Gemstone just taking that leg out from under him with that tackle.
Again, it started with the overhead throw into the corner. Moss's left leg crashing into that second rope. Now the buckle bomb.
Ooh, 14 carat kick, and that can put him to sleep.
It may have only been 7 carats, but it's enough.
But when Alexander Moss goes back and looks at the footage, you gotta wonder, was he too focused on getting a victory and getting revenge rather than just concentrating on the moment of the match and being mindful?
Everything changed, though, Stephen, of course, when his leg became compromised, and that became the focus for Alexander Moss. He became trying to survive instead of fight and push forward.
And you're absolutely right about that. You can plan for a lot of things. You can't plan for an injury mid-match. People don't do it because at that point, you should exit the ring.
JD, what's coming up next?
Oh, we got tag team action. We got the number 1 contenders for the tag team championship, the Wrustlers, taking on the Radical City Kingz.
My life like it's golden, and you're probably sitting there wondering, why does G-Money have this Flavor Flav looking chain? Let me explain that I won a 30-man battle royal, which made me the owner, the 2-time winner of the Golden Opportunity Chain, which grants me a chance at any RWC championship of my choosing. See, but this ain't about that. See, July 20th in Spring Lake, RWC presents their summer showcase. And what I've heard being called as a Battle of the Carolinas, I get to take on not just one of the best in South Carolina, but one of the best in the business, period, and Billy Brash. Billy Brash has been knocking fools out from one side of the country to the other. And Billy, I know that you're a little bit country, and I know that you're a little bit rock and roll. See, but I'm your favorite DJ's favorite DJ. And Saturday, I'm going to introduce you to a couple of remixes that you just might like. Billy, I've been waiting for this for a long time. I hope you're ready. G Money's in the house. Watch your mouth.
G Money, who want it? G Money.
Kingz not receiving any love and admiration here in North Carolina. But they're going to be taking on perennial favorites, former two-time tag team champions, the Wrustlers.
And that's WRUSTLERS for new viewers that might be tuning in. And once you see the Wrustlers, you'll get it. But these Radical City Kings, gentlemen, to me, that experience being together 17 years. I love that note. I know you work very diligently, Jonathan, on notes for these broadcasts. In fact, how many pages just for this match alone?
Well, there was at least 3 or 4. These gentlemen got a hold of me. 7 different finishing moves they can use as a tag team to get victory over the Wrustlers. It's an absolute smorgasbord of what they can do.
And it's great to have that much biography information. So we'll do our best to parse it out if indeed they are able to get in position. Oh, I know what Steven's saying. Oh, look, they let the door open to the loony bin again.
My friends, this is the literal definition of pandering. Do you want to know what pandering looks like? This is pandering. It's ridiculous, and the fans love it, and they love the Wrustlers. They're fan favorites everywhere we go, and they're accomplished. Hell, they are former World Tag Team Champions, but looking at them right now, you might wonder who the heck you're looking at.
Yeah, and if you're joining us for the first time, Pecos is in the dark hat. Waco already up in the ring with the brown cowboy boots.
Don't let this fool you, though. When that bell goes, these guys can absolutely tear it up.
Oh, Radical City!
Yeah, Radical City Kings ain't going to wait for that.
And with all 4 men in the ring, referee will go ahead and call for the bell. Not doing the Wrestlers any favors, though.
No, we got straight breakdown. The Radical City Kings mocking the former 2-time RWC Tag Team Champions here. Referee Trevor trying to get control, but the Wrestlers reverse the action into their favor.
And that scientific right hand.
And double back body drop. And the Radical City Kings may have underestimated the Wrestlers.
They're looking for the city limits to Spring Lake right now.
Well, this might not have worked out in their favors, but they certainly had them scouted well. That was a great pre-match attack. It just didn't work out for them.
Yeah, that's true. They could have had it.
Fortunate for the Wrestlers, though, these guys have been here a time or 2,000. Absolutely capable hillbilly hellraisers in that ring.
Waco will be starting it off for the Wrestlers. And I thought it was going to be Tyro Lee, but it looks like it's going to be Robin. Laughlin instead. Collar and elbow tie up here. And Kevin, Steven and I have talked about it time and time again. It is a simple, fundamental thing in tag team wrestling. Cut the ring in half, stay close to your partner, exchange the tags, and don't let your opponents get anywhere near where they can tag.
Every modern facet of tag team wrestling, the basics, the fundamentals have never gone out of style. And they're never more undervalued than they are today.
You're not wrong about that. Not at all. Good elevation on this scoop slam. And some extra power on the way down. Can't blame him for going for the pinfall.
No, an early 2 count. So now, let's see if Waco can go ahead and bring him into the corner. Let's see, we get the tag with Pecos, and we do.
Yeah. Well, I know they want to end this one quickly because they got a shot at regaining those RWC Tag Team Championships on August 3rd, an anniversary against the team of Studi Fox and Aaron Biggs.
Great blockbuster by Pecos, center of the ring. Radio City Radicals, I mean, they are the Radical City Kings, excuse me. My mind's slipping ahead to G-Money. They're running into some trouble out here today they did not expect.
Yeah, G-Money will be in action next week. Pecos has Robin over into the corner now. Coming in with the head of steam and puts all the weight on the body. As Robin collapses slightly. Whenever the Wrustlers trying to appease the crowd, will it pay off in his favor?
Well, Pecos taking a little too much time.
Tell you, his boot got caught in the canvas, and that extra half a step opened the door for the Radical City Kings. And now Tyrell Lee is in.
And Lee, he is unloading right now, and you know he's been frustrated watching from the outside of the ring. He hasn't enjoyed this at all.
Yeah, putting that boot straight to the solar plexus, taking Pecos down.
Ringside camera doing their best to try to get all the shots, the sights, the sounds of this one. And now here's the cover. Referee dealing with Waco, trying to get him out.
And a 2 count there. Yeah, you saw Waco get in, Kevin. This is one of the faults of the Wrestlers is they're over passionate from time to time.
You know, you might think that he wasn't doing his partner favors, but that gave him some time to kick out there, and he was in trouble.
Tyrell Lee now bringing up Pecos into the corner, gets the tag, brings the fresh man in.
And Pecos doing everything he can fight out of there, and he's smart to do that. He is in the wrong corner of the ring.
On struggle street right now.
Didn't go for the tag, though. Even his own partner on the outside saying, "What are you doing?" He is in trouble right now. And the Radical City Kings are taking Pecos apart very effectively.
Yeah, Waco trying to get in to break up the pin count, but thankfully Pecos kicks out.
Here's another cover.
And again. And how frustrated is Waco's right now watching this?
We're often realizing how close Pecos is to being defeated.
Smart to knock his partner off the ring. The big man on the outside right now. Getting angrier and angrier by the second, and it doesn't matter. Right now, his brother, he's getting dominated in the ring.
You got to think that...
Robin's saying it's over. He's calling it right now. 17 years they've been together since 2nd grade. High-flying, fast-paced, seamless teamwork.
Right about that. And it has been used to great effect all of those years together, all of that knowledge, all of their natural athleticism.
An Irish whip there. Gets the foot to the face, going for a pin attempt, but Pecos finds the way to kick out.
Robin's super upset right now. Can't blame him. They've thrown everything they can at this guy right now. And what's it going to take Pecos out? He's been at death's door a couple of times in this match.
And Waco stretching it as far as he can.
Yeah, it looks like Robin is trying to use the hair of Pecos for added leverage on that rear chin lock. Some of the referees in the seats here in Spring Lake are pointing that out.
Well, the referees in the stands, unfortunately, don't matter in a contest.
No jurisdiction, I understand, correct?
None whatsoever.
Now we got a tag. Wait a minute. No!
Tyrell not waiting to see what happens, stopping it dead in its tracks. They're calling their shot.
Oh, no!
It was a double clothesline. They got it exactly. Oh, wait. No, they didn't mean on each other.
No, not at all.
No, not at all.
Desperation by Pecos to get out of the way, but still over on the far side, inching to his tag team partner. Can he reach Waco before the Radical City Kings get back to their feet? Yes, he does! And here comes Waco.
Waco's coming in, house of fire. Nails Lee. Nails Robin.
Soup bones and elbows all around.
Oh! And using Lee as a weapon.
Sidewalk slam.
Why not?
Robin breaks up the pin, though.
And Robin not going to let that happen on his watch. I can't blame him. The referee really needs to get one of those guys out of there, though. This has been well beyond 5 seconds.
I know he's trying. Yeah, because now they're taking liberties on Waco.
Poor Pecos on the outside. He's had some time to regroup, but a lot of damage done early on. And the big 6'3" Cowboy got his foot up there. He sends Lee to the outside, but he's on his feet. Robin going in after him, nailed the double team.
Well, that's just the first chapter of double team offense from the Radical City Kingz. Look out!
Stomp straight to the chest. That could be all.
Incredible combo offense.
And Pecos with the last second save.
And Pecos finally making his presence known.
Low bridge, out goes Robin. And now it's the Wrestlers with the 2-on-1 advantage.
Tyrell Lee getting caught with no one home.
Waco's finally making his way back up to his feet.
And Waco is the legal Wrestler.
Yes, that is correct. And the referee letting a little latitude go here.
Incredible assist on the avalanche splash in the corner.
Uh-oh, we could be setting up for the Yeehaw Seesaw.
Comes in, he nails it. You nailed it, you got it right there. And they might have this one nailed.
Yes, sir. You know, my friends from Australia, when they celebrate victory, they do what's called a shoey, Stephen.
A shoey?
Yeah, they'll take like the boot of Pecos and they'll pour a cold beer in it and sip it down.
No, absolutely
It's
not.
celebratory,
Oh,
come
God,
on.
no, that is a health hazard.
Bring that boot over here.
Yes.
This is how COVID started.
No, that's
come
not.
on. Do not get things going. And now the Wrestlers look forward, becoming 3-time tag team champions August 3rd in Lumberton, North Carolina. Can they do it? We got our main event coming up, though. This is going to be one for the ages. A lot of bad blood between these two men. You and I have called a ton of matches for both of them. Kevin, you're in for a war as James Anthony takes on True Grit Alex Bryant.
It is time that this one finally be settled before one or both of these men gets hurt permanently.
Up and show wow. Ring Wars, Carolina. RWC.
James Anthony, one of the top cruiserweights here, or junior heavyweights as they're referred to sometimes in Ring Wars Carolina. Over 14 years, world traveled, Tennessee, West Virginia, both the Carolinas. Championships wherever he goes.
Native of Long Island, New York, where I was born. Moved to Florida, though, when I was 9. But I'll tell you, Stephen, when you grow up in New York, when you grow up on Long Island, you develop an attitude. And look at this now, right here. Oh, good to see you.
Man, and you talk about a guy having an attitude. I'm going to correct you real quick. You say attitude, I say confidence. That's
Again,
what he got.
When you're that good, you can afford to have an attitude.
Yeah. And James Anthony has one probably twice the size of his frame.
So much of the history between these two is about cost. They have cost each other a lot. Yeah. And it's one thing to get involved in wrestling matches that are not yours, but it's another one when you're looking to cost somebody their career.
Speaking of cost, Kevin, Alex Bryant was within moments of winning the RWC Heavyweight Championship against Xander Kingz, but that man, James Anthony, cost Alex Bryant the opportunity to become a singles champion here.
And you know, I would give you that. Alex Bryant has a right to hold a grudge. Can't argue with it. But the fact of the matter is, Alex Bryant has been costing James Anthony peace of mind for a long time, because what's one thing James Anthony has not been able to garner is a singles victory or a tag team victory over Alex Bryant. That weighs on his mind heavily.
And perhaps it's that lack of performance in these spots that has led James Anthony to some frustration, pushed beyond the boiling point. And that's why so much is at stake here in this personal rivalry here in this week's main event.
Alex Bryant continuing to look well, getting very chiseled while gaining mass. Not an easy feat when you're in the gym. Usually it's one or the other. James Anthony biding his time out of there. And we don't know what he's doing. He's trying to get in the head of Alex Bryant.
He let a little air out of the ball. Take your time.
Which one of these guys do you think spends more time in the gym?
Oh, Alex. Well,
don't put that right there. Again.
Yeah, that's.
Sometimes guys may naturally look great. Other guys have to work hard to look good. I've got a feeling both put a lot of time in the gym, CrossFit training, doing everything they can to stay fit, strong, and healthy.
I would have to agree with that. Having watched both of these gentlemen for a long time, these are hour-long athletes if I've ever seen it.
Oh, yeah. And they are well-conditioned cardio. I've caught them in the gym multiple times on that treadmill for going for miles and miles, because conditioning is so paramount in wrestling matches, Kevin.
And it's, again, it's almost commonplace now to receive a call or get a text from a wrestler and respond to them, and you know,
I'm watching, my man.
They let us know, well, I'm doing cardio right now. It's almost like The Office. Like they can do all their business while they are spending 45 minutes to an hour, uphill climbs, whatever they need to do.
And you know, that conditioning is doubly important when you're an athlete who's often giving up size to another opponent. In their wrestling matches, a lot of times they are definitively the smaller of the two athletes.
Anthony swing and miss. And now, incredible leaping ability.
And Bryant with the arm drag follows it up with a textbook hip toss and trying to call his shot as he has Anthony up and down on the canvas, going for the quick pin. And not even a one count.
Retreats to the corner. Alex Bryant, who got a lot of praise from former Ring of Honor World Champion Austin Aries, said that Bryant has a bright future in this industry.
And that's a surly individual to get praise from. It doesn't come easily.
Might be the first time I've ever heard him say anything nice about someone other than himself.
Oh, he loves to talk about himself.
Bryant thinks he's got this.
Well, Jonathan, you and Steven seem to, Alex is favoring you. Oh!
Well, Steven and James, they love to bash me whenever they can, whether it's in catering, whether it's here at the commentary table.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't bash you. I love the sound of your voice.
Whoa, 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 wait a minute.
It reminds me of my tinnitus.
Hold on a second. There's catering?
Well,
it's the
usually
water bottle next to bologna.
Yes. James Anthony just out of reach, and Bryant knows it.
Nice side suplex. Hook of the leg.
True. Alex Bryant checks the boxes for me, gentlemen. He really has, the look, he has the ability, he has presence. And Anthony doing the best he can right now to hang on.
Yeah, Bryant is one of those guys his stock has been rising since 2020. And just getting, I was going to say, Bryant recently going to California to wrestle, also up in NWA Exodus Pros, but.
And now Anthony who threw Bryant face first, now shoulder first.
Well, James Anthony, while all of Alex Bryant's accolades are impressive, doesn't care about that. Let's face facts. The last year, Alex Bryant is a man who has momentum not just on his side, but practically married to him. And James Anthony, he's hit some road bumps he doesn't care for.
Wait a minute now, leg is hooked.
You gotta think he wants to take that good fortune to make it his.
Well, James Anthony trying to get back on that horse. August 3rd, he's going to have that chance against R.J. Weaver as he goes for the Junior Heavyweight Championship in a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Anthony holding on to the arm of True Grit, taking him to the ring apron.
Individually pointing out a group of young fans, big Bryant supporters snapping the bicep right across the edge of the ring frame.
And taking him over to that post now. And great strategy here. That's a foreign object that's completely legal to use.
Yeah, and you're taking out the arm of Alex Bryant. That potentially means Bryant won't be able to hit Seal the Deal, the movie is known so well for.
And James Anthony wise to that. He definitely wants to take that tool away. You take that away, a lot of Alex Bryant's strategy goes out the window.
And the technician that Anthony is now going to work on that arm, honing in on like a bullseye. This is where I will give Anthony his due. He finds one body part during the match and dismantles it as best he can.
Yeah, everybody watching this match is seeing what James Anthony does best, and now hooking the leg into cover and a kick out at 2.
Bryant's going to have to dig deep, center of the ring here. And Bryant's got to be careful not only to tap, but not putting his shoulders down on the mat and avoiding a pinfall.
Anthony does as well, but right now the focus for the referee is on Alex Bryant.
And Anthony in a great place to hyperextend that arm. Bryant finally trying to turn it around for himself, but Anthony there to stop it.
And now crossing on the arm, the cross arm breaker.
And you know, sometimes the fans, they look past what that grapevine of the legs does there. They look at the arm pushing up on the arm, but those legs pressing down on that arm. What kind of hell is that for a wrestler?
And boy, just enough to be able to get James Anthony up, drive him down into the mat. But Alex Bryant is in a world of hurt.
Even the separation there cost him.
Yeah.
Here's a cover.
But a 2 count. And if you notice, Bryant isn't even able to extend his left arm. Almost like he's carrying it in a sling.
Well, that might be where that arm is after this match tonight. And the look in Steven's eyes, I would say that would be a James Anthony victory here tonight.
Oh, did you catch the twinkle?
Yeah, the twinkle in his eye.
Yeah, I'm all about payday wins for my bros. We celebrate big time.
Here's a cover.
Going for a pin. 2 count though.
I counted 2.
You guys are so jelly you can't even stand it.
Yeah, oh no, do not start me with James Anthony and the way he acts towards me.
Are we gonna just allow a man the age of Steven to use these young people's terms? Jelly.
Easy, dinosaurs.
Hold on a second.
No, wait a minute here.
All right, James Anthony, let's focus on the match here. Pulling Alex Bryant back to the middle here and to great avail for himself, taking that arm apart further.
Yeah, Bryant favoring the arm. He was able to get over to the rope, but I don't know how much that did in his favor.
Now one of our newer referees again, if there is a more experienced third man in the ring, I wonder the kind of conversations they would be having with Alex Bryant, perhaps considering a stoppage, even though, boy, this crowd is doing all they can to try to help Alex Bryant to the comeback.
Yeah, referee does have discretion. Alex is going to try to get it off. Fall away slam, and he does, but straight grabbing his left arm again.
And Alex Bryant, True Grit, he's displaying his namesake here today. That moniker, it's not just a moniker, he has it in spades. But he is in such a position right now, even following that great move, even following the time it's taken James Anthony to recover, Alex Bryant not in a position to truly capitalize like he should.
No, usually Bryant's full of speed and vigor. Not at this moment.
One-armed man out there. He's making it happen for himself. Nice! Nice pump scissors kick. And that forced James all the way down to the mat right now.
But Bryant's slow to move around, Steve. Kevin, this is not the Bryant I'm used to seeing.
I do not know why he's going up top right now. I know what he hopes for, but with that arm right now, this is dangerous.
Can Bryant hit the mark? He does!
Nails the crossbody.
Oh, but the pain because of the arm that he landed on, he had to give up the cover. Too much pain.
And that's the strategy James has had throughout the match. Take away a tool and open so many doors to victory.
And now trying to cover, but again, precious seconds drift away. Alex Bryant could have well had victory, but landing on James Anthony caused so much pain in that injured left arm, he had to give up the pin.
Yeah.
Here we go.
He's going to try for seal the deal, but I don't see it happening.
Not with that bum arm, no.
Not at all.
Nice knee to the jaw.
Might have also caught him in the shoulder.
Discus punch there by Anthony. Still not enough to take Alex down.
Pulls him out of the corner. Scales the middle.
Oh!
Brought him down halfway to a cutter there, I think. Not pretty, but definitely effective.
2.
Oh!
I'll tell you what, the sounds from the Spring Hill faithful.
James, it was not 3. I don't know why James thinks telling you what the count should have been is going to change any outcome in the match, Steven.
Oh, he's looking for the only smart person in the room, so, I mean, right direction.
There are a lot of smart people in that audience here in Spring Lake, North Carolina.
They are nervous right now, though. They are realizing that Alex Bryant's hopes of victory here this week are drifting away.
Well, James Anthony has certainly laid the groundwork. He got caught, though.
And he hits to seal the deal. Is it enough? Yes, it is.
It wasn't necessarily what Alex Bryant was able to do with his own strength, but rather with James Anthony's momentum. As he landed and then bounced up from the ring, was able to utilize James Anthony's momentum. He didn't have the strength because of that injured arm, but boy, oh boy, he was able to seal the deal to victory here this week.
Yeah, Alex Bryant still victorious over James Anthony. James is going to have to get another shot.
Well, I hope you and your bros tonight can, take James Anthony out and perhaps get him feeling better.
Oh, don't worry about James Anthony. James is going to have his day. He's not a crybaby.
Are you jelly? Are you jelly now?
You are a scum-sucking, miserable...
Oh, wait a minute. This is the man who's been on national television. Let's show some respect here.
Oh, respect my backside.
Well, I tell you what a great way to end this episode of Ring North Carolina.
Hashtag respect my backside. New t-shirts coming.
Okay. Continue to look for that one.
Next week, what a barn burner we got. Can't wait.
Yeah, G-Money versus Billy Brash. Xander Keys going up against C.W. Anderson. RWC Heavyweight Championship on the line. Main event is Psycho Boy Fodder and Brutal Bob Evans.
It is going to be one you definitely can't miss. That happens right here next week.